May, after Brian's death, I began thinking of an award in Brian's memory. And only one word came out. It was courage. Brian had tremendous courage. That wasn't the only thing he had. Let me describe Brian to you by his initials, B-R-I-A-N. B. Body, B-O-D-Y. Brian was tremendously proud of his body. I mean, he was extremely proud of his body, his physique, his build. For example, PE teachers on Fridays, all you 8th graders, realize boys and girls have PE together. Brian was always the very first that I would have to tell, Brian, get your shirt on. And that happened every Friday. Wonder why only Friday? He was extremely proud of his body. R. Religious. Brian was extremely dedicated as a football player. Never missed practice. Dedicated 100%. Always the last off the field. Except one reason Brian would leave that football field early. That was for confirmation. Brian, he had some very deep religious roots. And Coach Dukes, I got to leave. And about 2 seconds later, Brian was sprinting off that football field so he could meet that confirmation class. Intense. How many of you ever played football before? Raise your hand. How many of you played linebacker before? Let me show you a linebacker stance. Brian played linebacker. Stance is just like this. During one game, Brian was so intense. He was so competitive. The coaches looked out there, and it brings to my memory, Coach Harville was the one that described it. He says, look at Brian Roby, he's in a 3-point stance. Hey, that's intensity right there. I mean, he was so wrapped up in the game. He was so fired up about the ball game that he forgot the linebacker stance. Attitude. I think I mentioned the ping pong story before to some of you, but here it goes. We've got some people up here. How many of you are, okay. We got some witnesses to this. My 3rd period PE class. I've got a couple of stories on that 3rd period PE class that Brian was in. We were playing Chinese ping pong in the gym, and most of you know what that game is. And I had a fight break out. And the fight was not in here, I don't think. So I took him in the locker room to talk with him, okay, to handle the problem right there. While I was in the locker room, I heard a little commotion going on in the gym. I didn't know what it was. So as I resolved the problem with the 2 fighters, I came out. And I looked up under the basket, and we had a ping pong table that was just split right down the middle. Brian had, I think he had his shirt on. The girls wouldn't have it. Brian had taken a volleyball, and I don't know how much of a run did he take from one end of the gym to the other. All right, started in one corner, took the volleyball, full speed, jumped up on the ping pong table, tried to dunk the basket. You know something? Brian never did replace that ping pong table. So I had 3 people that I had to reprimand that day. The 2 fighters and Brian. And all of you know, my big thing as far as your PE classes is to do what? Help. So I assigned the 3 people help assignments. About 3 weeks worth. I mean, I was infuriated. About 3 weeks worth of help. And we're on attitude right here, okay? In Brian's name. Brian completed his health work, I told him, I said, whenever you finish this health work, you can participate in PE. Brian did not say a word. He went up, crawled up in the corner for 3 solid days on the bleachers. He completed his assignments. 2 weeks later, the 2 fighters probably hadn't done chapter 1. Attitudes. Speaking of health class, I was having a formal evaluation. This is the biggie, Mr. Bowman. I'm in our 3rd period class. And the subject was on stress, handling stress. And I said, hey, each of us need at least 10 minutes a day by ourselves doing something that you like the most. And sorry to say, I told them what I did. I said, hey, I'm so involved in sports and I'm coaching, and it's really hard for me to catch the sports cast, so I like to read the sports page. One of the students is sitting back there right now, and this is a formal evaluation. Says, yeah, Coach Dukes. Says, that's why you're always reading the sports page while we're playing basketball in the gym. And Brian spoke up and said, yeah, you always see me to miss Moose to get the paper. So, I don't know. I don't remember reading Mr. Bowman's handwriting in my formal evaluation. Thank goodness that wasn't put in there. But these are just memories. These are just memories that'll always be with me. That's the A. The N, there's nothing else except Newton Conover Red Devil. Coach Patrick, 2 things that the community asks if you're a Newton Conover Red Devil is to conduct yourself like a gentleman and to do your best. Only 2 things. You guys heard those words many times, football players had. Brian set these examples. This was Brian. There's a current song, don't know who the singer is, heard on the radio the other day when I was thinking about this. And it says, I will miss you like crazy. I miss Brian. Brian will always be a part of us, forever. Through the gifts of the long foundation of this fitness machine, I hope that each and every one of you will take pride in yourself to have a very healthy body, just like Brian. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Duke. Before we get to the awards that are going to be presented today, I'd like to introduce a member of Brian's family that are here. We have with us today his parents, Jane and Joe Long, his sister Monica and her husband Eric Phillips, his sister Gwen, who you may have seen in last night's paper, who just had her engagement announced, and her fiance, Tony Jarrett. Today it's my privilege, and I do mean the word privilege, to present what is the inauguration of an award that is to be presented annually here at Newton Conover Middle School. It is the Brian Jennings Long Scholar Athlete Award. Now this trophy is kind of symbolic. You'll notice on the top there is a male figure. That is a representation of Brian. On the bottom you have a male and a female figure represented. That is because every year there will be a male winner and a female winner. And just as the award says, it is for scholar athlete, because those are things that Brian was. This trophy will be housed in a trophy case that we have inside the weight room that you have seen that has been mounted on the wall. Also in the weight room will be this plaque. And this plaque says, "Gift from Brian Long Foundation. We all have been uniquely blessed by God's gift to us of Brian's long life. May 24, 1988. This will hang on the wall, and every time you go in there, read those words and think about them. As with any award, you have to have some kind of criteria to use in selecting the people who are going to receive the award. We decided that the recipients of this award must be just what it says, scholar athletes, and they must possess the following characteristics that Brian exemplified. They must show leadership, and not necessarily leadership by telling people what to do or jumping up and down and screaming and yelling, but rather leadership by example, by the things you do, both in the classroom and on athletic fields. They must be self-disciplined. To be successful academically and athletically, it takes a lot of self-discipline. They must show dedication to both the books as well as the ball games. They must possess determination. It is determination that gets you through the times when things are really tough, when you have tons of homework to do, major tests to study for, big ball games coming up, all those. It takes determination. And finally, they must have a strong faith in God. These are all things that Brian possessed and exemplified. The female winner of this award possesses all of these traits. Like Brian, she's successful in school and has participated in athletics. She has been on the honor roll 5 times. She has participated in volleyball, basketball, and now softball. Like Brian, she is loved by her peers, but more importantly, returns that love many times over. Like Brian, she is active in her church. When I call this winner, I'd like her to come forward and receive her award from Coach Dukes, and then remain up here. The first female winner of the Brian Long Memorial Scholarship Award is Terry Knight. The male winner of this award also possesses all of these traits. He, like Brian, has been successful in school and in athletics. He has shown leadership in much the same way as Brian did, through example, not by word of mouth. He has made the honor roll 3 different times. He has participated in football, basketball, and now baseball. From seeing him around school, it was very obvious to me that, like Brian, he is well loved by his peers and also gives out that love many times over. He also is active in his church. The first male winner of the Brian Long Memorial Scholar Athlete Award is Jason Jarrett. These two people's names will be housed on this trophy. Every year that the winner is named, their names will be placed on this trophy and it will be permanently displayed in the weight room. So from year to year, you'll be able to look in and see just 2 worthy award winners. But being the first award winner is really a special thing. In closing, I'd like to thank the Long Foundation on behalf of Newton Conover Middle School, its students, faculty, and in fact the whole Newton Conover school system for this award and the tremendous support that they have given all of us.